Well, good morning friends, and welcome to this glorious spring day at Autumn Cottage. Look at that sunshine. What a day. I'm going to show you the crocuses and the snowdrops looking absolutely beautiful in this sunshine. With the sun shining through them, all the crocuses are fully open. Just look at this. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? This is Alex's seat. This is where he sits to survey the garden in the summertime. I don't think he'll be very long before he's surveying it out here, actually, if the weather stays like this. And here's somebody else coming to do a survey of his own. You're more interested in surveying down mouse holes, aren't you, Pip? Unfortunately, as background noise this morning, we don't only have birdsong, but we have helicopters, which are a real plague at Autumn Cottage over the last few years. But if we turn round and ignore the helicopter, I'm now going to take you up to see the new potting shed. So here's my beautiful new potting shed, ready and waiting to be filled up and for me to get on with all the springtime jobs that need to be done. At the moment, this potting shed is just being used as a holding facility, but there's the space where the potting bench is going to go, and when it's up, just look at what I've got to look out on. Isn't that going to be a joy? Where are you? What are you yodeling about? Come on. Are you coming in? Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Come and look around the shed. I thought you'd have to investigate it sooner or later. Oh, lots of space in here for you to start hiding and looking for mices, isn't it? Isn't it lovely? What's down there? Whoa, is there a mise down there? Not yet, darling. They haven't had time to move in. Can you back off out again? No, more mices. Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Well, while Pippi is busy looking around to see what nooks and crannies he can investigate, I'm off to get a sweeping brush to give a temporary clean up to the inside, and then I'm going to get that potting bench set up. See you later. Right, well, I've just arrived down in the greenhouse, to look at the scale of the job that I've got to do when I repair the greenhouse glass, but look what I've spotted. Aha! It's an old paint table. It's the one I was using when I was sorting all the plants last year after the oil leak. It's a pretty tatty table as paint tables go, but I think I can make a potting stand out of that. There it is, sad old thing, buckled and stained, but I think we're going to be able to make some use of it. You know what, not very strong, not going to take an awful lot of weight, but with some extra support underneath, I think that will do the job as a temporary potting table. Now, I've found the base of an old bar stool here, no top on it, going rusty, but just what we need actually for holding up that old paper table. It's a little bit fragile and bouncy, but it's not bouncy now. And voila, my friends, a potting table. What do you think of that? Very temporary, old paste table and a piece of tarpaulin. This is the old potting shelf from the greenhouse. It means that I can work undercover now. Everything will stay dry. And look, we've even got some teasel heads here. Now, where am I going to hang those? Well, here, friends, is the major nightmare that has to be cleared up this year. This is my big 2018 project. I'm going to revamp the vegetable garden and the herb garden. And you can see I've got my work cut out. A major job that I can do this afternoon is to just cut the buddleia back that's in the middle of the herb garden, or in the middle of one of half of the herb garden. This buddleia was brought here from my mother-in-law's, and she went into a nursing home, but buddleias are incredibly vigorous, so you can really be quite brutal when you're cutting these back. As you can see, I mean, that arch is 6, 7, 8 feet up in the air. I'll show you in a minute when I've done it just how much I've cut back. Can you see how hard back I've cut the buddleia? Really down to a stump. Stumpy bits. That will be back up to 7 or 8 feet in midsummer. A few pretty little corners in this garden. As you can see, the pond is just down here. This is a lovely spot to sit in the summer. And we've also got the little table and chairs underneath the ornamental blackcurrant. But the rest of it is more than a little overgrown. So when is there a better time to tackle it than now, when nothing else is growing? Watch this space again.